We're going to look at similar triangles. When you have similar triangles, that means that their side lengths are proportional. So if they're proportional, it's just really a matter of figuring out what the proportion is. So if you look at these two triangles, for example, you can notice if we're going from 3 to 6 is multiplying by 2, 5 to 10 is multiplying by 2, 4 to 8 is multiplying by 2. So that has a scale factor of 2, we could say. Usually what's going to happen here is probably we're going to have a variable. We're going to have an unknown side that we're going to have to find. So we're going to set a proportion, find the pattern, and then find out what the missing side is. We have a worksheet we're going to look at some problems on. There is also a link on the notes page on your Google Drive notes that I shared with you. There's an IXL that you can do to get some more practice on this as well. It does on this say side length and angle measures, but if you'll notice, this is just says similar triangles and side length. So on the IXL, you wouldn't really have to worry about the angle measures. What's going to happen though with the angle measures, just in case you do those to get past those questions, what happens is the angles that are in the same spots have the same angle measure. So like if angle A was 50 degrees, angle A prime would also be 50 degrees, and so on. So if we look at number 1, this is on your worksheet, trying to find a pattern from the sides that are in the same spots, and we're going towards the variable. So going from 12 to 3, it's getting smaller, so we must be dividing by something. And we know 12 divided by 4 equals 3. So 20 divided by 4 would be 5. So x equals 5. If you had time on these problems, what you could do is you could divide out like 12 divided by 3 to get 4. 20 divided by 5 to get 4. You could also do a proportion of the sides. You could do 12 divided by 20. And 3 divided by 5, and you'd get 0.6 for both of those as well. Then if we look at number 2, so number 2, they kind of switch things around. Now our variable's on the left triangle instead of the right one, but always going towards the variable. So going from 3 to 1 is dividing by 3. So 9 divided by 3 would be 3. So x equals 3 for number 2. Number 7 I want to look at. It's a little different just because it's turned. So we'll see if I can do this here. Kind of like that is how would have been nicer to have it. But you can kind of do that in your mind if you want, I guess. This time we're going towards the bigger. 99 looks a little weird sideways, but this time we're going towards the bigger triangle. So this is going to be times 11. If you're not sure on a pattern, just take the bigger number divided by the smaller. So if you do 99 divided by 9, you'll get 11. So we have to do the same thing here. 11 times 10, so x equals 110. Look at number 19. This is another case where this thing has been turned. You can look at the sides that match up. You can also set up a proportion, which I haven't really talked about here, but so you might notice the x and the 4 are the smallest sides that match up. And then what you would want to do if you did a proportion, the x is from the bigger triangle or from the left triangle. And so x matches up with 4. Then you want to take one of the numbers from the big triangle to put in the other numerator. So you could do either one. Maybe I'll pick 44 because it's slightly smaller. And the 44, if you kind of look and think about it turning, would match up with the 11. Now if you do the proportion like this, if you're looking for a pattern, With a calculator, it's probably not a big deal. You can go across, you can also go up and down. So we could go like this. Make sure you're going towards the variable. That would be an easier way to find a pattern than going across. We wouldn't even really need a calculator for doing it this way. So going from 11 to 44 would be multiplying by 4, and then 4 times 4 would be 16. So x equals 16. So this gives you a little bit of an idea of how to work with similar figures. Have a good day.